Hello everybody, my name is Calgon3639. Welcome back to another video today, and this one is another deck profile video for you guys. And in this one is going to be my spells only deck profile. Now, at first, I was going to do this as like a challenge video kind of thing, see if I can win with only spells and things like that. And then I figured out this can actually be a deck because of one card and one card alone, Mystic Mind. Everyone's favorite, right? Now, before we actually get into this, I gotta say, I personally hate Mystic Mind. I think it should be probably on the ban list in some form, like limited maybe, because this card is fucking amazing, and there's a reason why I was able to build a whole spell deck just because of one card and one card alone. So yeah, and then I have to give credit to Jeff Leonard, because you know, the guy who makes the Mystic Mind decks that made that Mystic Mind deck amazing, because I took some of his deck into this as well, but you know, I can't use the monsters or traps in it because I was doing a spell challenge only. So I just threw more spells, and this is kind of my own deck for that spell. So first, let's get on into it. First things first is 3 Mystic Minds, of course. Why not? Well, why not? No. There's a reason why this is in here. This is the only reason why. This card is the only reason why that this deck, this whole spell deck, can actually, you know, compete as like a rogue deck, because its effect is basically if your opponent controls more monsters than you do, then they can't do anything with those monsters. They can't activate its effects, and they can't activate, or they can't declare an attack. And especially with your deck, or at least this deck, you control no monsters in this deck. So that is not a problem with Mystic Mind. So of course, 3 of course. Next things up is Pot of Duality. Since you don't use monsters, you don't need a special summon at all. So activate the top 3 cards, then pick one from those top 3, and then shuffle the other 2. This is just another searcher for that thing for Mystic Mind. Next card on the list is Wave Motion Cannon. This is another stall card that can do damage. So during your main phase, you can send this face-up card to the graveyard, inflict 1,000 damage for each standby phase that's passed. That was passed since the card was activated. I have control 3, especially since you can have multiple of these on the field, and they can all add up and then send all to the graveyard in one turn to do a lot of damage. So yeah, and that's pretty well, the 3 of course. Pot of Desires. This is just banish 10 cards, 10 the top 10 cards of your deck to the graveyard face down, and then draw 2 cards. So a pot of, so basically a Pot of Greed. I know Jeff Leonard uses the Pot of Extravagance from the extra deck, but since you know this is a spell only deck, I decided not to use an extra deck, so I go in Pot of Desires instead. So yeah. Next things up is Poison of the Old Man. So activate one of these effects. You can either gain 1,200 life points or inflict 800 damage. Now, the good thing about all the burn cards in this deck is they're not once per turn. So if you draw multiple, you can activate them all in that one turn. And that's amazing. So especially when you have Mystic Mind on the field, they can't do anything with their monsters. They can't attack. You can just keep inflicting damage to them. Slowly but surely, it will kill them. So, of course, you always do that 800 damage. But then again, if you need life points, you know, that gain 1,200 life points is there. Next things up is the Cauldron of the Old Man. This is when this card activates, play a counter on it. Once per turn during your standby phase, place 1 counter on this card. And once per turn, you can activate one of these effects, gain 500 life points for each counter on it, or inflict 300 damage for each counter on it. And then you can always activate this every turn. So when you activate your first turn, inflict 300. The next turn you can do 6, then 9, you know, all the way up. And you can have multiple of these on the field as well. So that's just another burn card that's amazing. Next up is the Tremendous Fire. Inflict 1,000 points of damage to your opponent, but you take 500 yourself. This is just, again, another burn card. The next burn card is Meteor of Destruction. Of course, the 3 of us. You inflict if your opponent's life points are higher than 3,000, you inflict 1,000. So it kind of has like, you know, it has like one of those requirements, but I think if you get this first turn, that's not a problem. But if you get this late game, then you can't activate it, of course. Field Barrier, this is just to protect your Mystic Mind. Field spells cannot be destroyed, and then they can't activate more field spells when the Field Barrier is on the field. So this prevents, you know, if you're versing another Mystic Mind deck from just doing this. Demise of the Land. This is just if you end up going first, you set this, then when your opponent special summons a monster, you activate, and then special summon Mystic Mind. You have 3 of us, of course. 3 Prohibitions. This is just to declare 1 card name, and then that card can't be used as long as it stays face up on the field. And I'll control 3 of just because you can declare different card names with the Prohibition. Two Inferno Tempest. This is just in here because just in case you go second, you don't end up getting Mystic Mine, which is very rare, but it does happen. Set this, and you take 3,000 more damage. Just banish all your opponent's monsters from their deck and graveyard, so that's pretty nice to have. Two Twin Twisters just to remove back row. One Terraforming to add Mystic Mine, of course. One card of Demise just to draw more cards. And one Final Countdown. This is just to stall off with Mystic Mine and then Final Countdown. Just wait it out. So yeah, I don't have an extra deck, of course. And then my side deck is Afterglow. This is a really good card if you can pull it off, but it's very rare to pull it off. Lightning Storm. This is just if you're going second. If you know you're going second, you can basically wipe their field and then go into your own place. Then Goddess Soko Oracle. This is a Jeff Leonard card he main decks, but I just think with a whole spell decks, I think this is just a good side deck, but it's still in there. So yeah, now I'll get into the plays for these against a computer first. I mean, I probably won't versus a computer, and then an online player just to see how they react. So yeah, be right. Alright, so I'm going to verse a computer first before I go into an online player just to show you what to do. So this deck primarily wants to go second. So even if you lose currently in the meta, even if you lose, you're most likely going second anyways. So yeah, this is just a fine going second anyways. I drew a Mystic Mine and a Terraforming, so this is actually a pretty good hand. And then you activate Maxi, that's no problem. I forget the bots sometimes use ban cards, but that's no problem anyways because we don't have monsters. Activate Mystic Mine, he's going to Solomon Judgment, take 4,000. Oh, that's fine. We have Terraforming just to get another one. Oh, this is going to be amazing. Then activate Mystic Mine again. We're going to set this and then do 1,000, 2,000 damage to him. Because you can activate 2 of these cards. And then of course, I take the 500, so I took 1,000 there, but then again, you activate Upstart Goblin. Then here, you're just going to declare whatever one you want to do. I'm going to do, in this case, I'll do Twin Twisters. And then you basically just end your turn, and he's nearly dead. Oh, and then I forgot about Mystic Mine's effect. That's right, he didn't have any monsters on the field. And then, but that's not a problem anyways, because you have Demise of the land anyways, so you can't really do anything. He's just going to keep linking off. It doesn't matter because we have Mystic Mine on the field. And then we're just going to do another 1,000 damage to him. And this is the one thing with Mystic Mine decks. You just stall off as long as you have that card. And the good thing about this, you can't activate monster effects to get rid of anything. You can't activate Kriston Halifax or anything like that. So, oh, this is nice. So basically, I'm going to game him next turn if he doesn't somehow get rid of Mystic Mine. Then again, this is just computer. This is just the one thing with Mystic Mine. You just stall off, do as much burn damage to him. So yeah, this is, again, just, I'm versing a couple bad cards in here, but it doesn't matter because I have Mystic Mine on the field, so you can't activate any of their monster effects. And then, of course, just activate Wave Motion Cannon, deal 1,000, and do win. So that was against a computer just to show you. I mean, I didn't really need to show you what to do. But yeah, I'll go into a couple online players as well. So yeah, I'll be just... Alrighty, I'm back to verse an online player now. Oh boy. So I do want to go second here though. Wait a minute, let me just move this a little bit. This is an okay hand. I got Power Duality, got Wave Motion Cannon, Cauldron Ultimate. Oh, let's try this again, shall we? I guess my last opponent knew he was versing Mystic Mine because he gave up without even playing a card. So yeah, let's go into it. He won the thing. He did choose to go first. I did get a Terraforming and a Pot of Desires here. So this could be good if... Oh, Pot of Extravagance, Spanish 6. Is this a dinosaur deck? I can't view it, that's right. What is this deck? What is this deck? He's set 1, set 2. Oh, great. Set 3. Oh boy. Oh, it's an Altergeist fucking deck. Set 1 Altergeist fucking shit. End phase, of course, and then draw. Then we're going to activate Pot of Desire, see if he lets this go through. It's good Ash Blossom there. Garden. Okay, I'm just going to inflict 800 here then. Ooh, he does have a negate though. That's gonna be kind of shitty for Mystic Mine. Holy shit, alrighty. Activate Terraforming. He has a negate to this, damn it. Was it Solomon? Oh, nope, he's gonna let it go through. What's your negate here? What's your negate? You have it. Where is it? Assuming it's Solomon Judgment. It's taking a while on it. Oh, he let it go through. So we're just going to activate our two cauldrons of the old man, and then, what is this called again? Wave Motion Cannon. Totally didn't forget the name on it. So yeah, if you hear wind in the background, that's because it's pretty windy. It's snowing here where I live, so yeah. So he does let it go through. I'm going to activate another one. He has something in his back row, and he's not. They're going to activate Wave Motion Cannon. Waiting. There we go. Activate Inflict 300. Man, this opponent takes fucking forever, doesn't he? Thank you. Activate Inflict 300 again. Small doses right now, but it'll get there. Then we're gonna end phase and see what happens. What does he have here? And draw. Okay, he has something, but he refuses that. It's probably some. The thing is, with Dueling Nexus always says, we want to activate this card when it's like the stupidest card to play in that thing. So it could be one of those, but I'm assuming he does have something. Like, he has 3 sets. He has to have something. Man, I feel so. This is one card. I fucking hate it. I fucking hate it. You love when you have it. Like, this is fun as shit. You can't activate any monster effects or shit. It's amazing. But when you verse it, it's like, oh god. I would never use this like in a tournament or anything like that, because dear god, fuck that. I mean, you'd be just such an asshole to do that. You're in return to you, okay. Oh, that's probably the one card he was trying to he could activate. Cannot be negated. So what goes through here first? Well, monster effect, I'm not going to need to worry about that one, don't I? Oh, and he gave up because he thought maybe this can counteract Mystic Mine, but I think Mystic Mine does go over that. So yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, leave a like and subscribe for more. I'm probably going to do traps next. This was supposed to be a challenge video as like a spell, like see if I can win with a spell deck. And then I figured out, Mystic Mine exists. So yeah. So yeah, my next thing for this will probably be traps. Do stay tuned when Phantom Rage does come out. I will do deck profiles on all the archetypes on that, except for maybe UAFA monsters. But even then I might, but like as like last thing. So yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy it. And if you did, leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.